forest, where the trees huddled so close together their branches formed a roof of tangled bone, Pugsley trudged toward the skull tree. Shovel in hand, he whistled tunelessly, his boots squelching in the damp earth.
That was me whistling tunelessly.
Yeah. It's a great success. The tree loomed before him, its trunk twisted and blackened, its gnarled roots snaking outward like skeletal fingers clutching the soil. He pressed his ear against one of the hollowed holes at the tree's base. For a long moment there was only silence. Then, tick, tick, tick. A steady metallic rhythm like a clock buried deep in wood and rot. Pugsley's face broke into a grin.
You know, that's a description that's not going to help anybody unless they've heard a clock buried in wood and
wood
rot.
And rot. Yeah, it's true.
Perfect.
He muttered, satisfied. But before he could lean closer, a bat burst forth from the hollow with a furious squeak. Startled, Pugsley flailed backward, slipped, and landed flat on the ground.
Furious squeak. Do the bonk. Do the bonk noise.
Screech.
Oh.
That's good.
And the bonk.
Okay, did the bonk. Bonk.
He fell on his...
Yeah, nice. The impact jarred something inside him. His pulse flared, bright and violent, a surge of raw electricity snapping out of him in jagged arcs. The forest lit up in brief, stuttering flashes of blue. The charge lingered several seconds before fading into the night air, leaving the reek of ozone.
So does he have Uncle Fester power in this show?
Maybe. I wouldn't
Did Uncle
put it past
Fester
him.
have electricity powers?
They do have
Fester
powers.
was always
I
eating
don't.
electricity and could... Yeah.
Oh yeah, he does. He has electrokinetic powers in this version.
Okay.
Wow.
And Wednesday has prophetic visions, although I don't think we've had that happen at all.
No.
Yeah.
But the impact jarred something inside of him. I imagine him like spitting out 4 canopic jars.
Yeah.
Jarred.
Pre-jarred for your convenience.
Okay. Then, movement. An arm shot from the earth near the tree's roots, pale and decayed, fingers clawing upward. The soil bulged, cracked, and split as something crawled out. A guttural, gargling moan rose, thick and distorted, as a figure pulled itself free. Its form was grotesque. Skin mottled gray-green, limbs twisted, eyes black and hollow. A distorted zombie-like silhouette stood upright, swaying.
Cool.
Pugsley, still sprawled on the ground, gawked. For a heartbeat, he looked ready to crawl away in panic. But then he grinned. Wide. Too wide. His eyes glittered with perverse delight as the creature locked its empty gaze on him.
Too wide. His entire head split in half.
Yeah.
His top half of his head fell off.
He's
He's become like a Muppet.
yeah, or that one monster in Nightmare Before Christmas.
Oh, I remember. Yeah.
I know the one.
Yeah.
That one.
Tension stretched.
Hold on.
Yeah, we got that.
Yeah, are we gonna get the tension stretching?
There we go.
The thing stared. Pugsley stared back.
Thing
A
can't
voice
stare.
Voice sliced the silence. Who do you think this is? Does that count as a... I mean,
I
it's
don't
only
know what
slicing.
counts
It's not.
anymore.
It's not surgery.
Yeah.
No. Magnificent.
Both boy and corpse turned slightly. From the shadows, Edward Nigma emerged, leaning casually on his golden riddle cane. His eyes shimmered with feverish fascination, his grin razor sharp.
Congratulations, my dear Paradox.
He said smoothly, clapping once with deliberate weight.
in one hand.
That wouldn't even turn on the clapper.
Yeah.
The first experiment yields results. Catastrophe and triumph both intertwined. Shut up. Shut up, me. Startled by a bat, and yet...
He gestured with the cane toward the staggering revenant.
Here you are, originally with the sole intent of excavating an alleged decaying corpse, and unexpectedly managed to pervert it into a complete resurrection of that which cannot be explained, and miraculously survived. You've coaxed breath back into a husk that should never have stirred. A corpse reanimated, what most would dismay as fairy tale and fiction becomes fact under your clumsiness and the twisted threads of paradoxical probabilities that surround you.
Golly.
He sure has a lot to say. He tilted his head, studying Pugsley as though he were the more intriguing monster of the two. His voice dipped, savoring the words.
I feel like he's not so much slicing the silence as steamrolling it.
Yeah, like overwhelming it. With this, just flooding it.
Big Mario hammer.
You see, I pride myself on being correct. To be proven wrong usually offends me to my marrow. That's like bones, but even more.
That's helpful.
Even deeper than bones.
He tapped the cane against his temple.
Ouch. And yet... and yet, you managed to astonish me. Because in being wrong, I was also right. I like that. Your status is a paradox, fulfills the defiance of all odds of possibility of it completely... Okay, hold on. Your status is a paradox, fulfills the defiance of all odds of possibility completely that even in disaster, miracles succeed.
Sure.
His smile widened, gleaming with reverence and malice alike.
So, the boy with the clockwork heart, no longer legend, no longer myth. You have manifested living proof. And proof that you, Pugsley, and the paradox surrounding you are far more dangerous and unpredictable than I could ever have calculated.
The zombie groaned, swaying closer.
Me too.
Edward didn't flinch, he only watched, enraptured, while Pugsley, still sprawled in the dirt, beamed up at his own unholy creation.
Imagine the zombie's eyes roll all the way out of his head.
Yeah.
Riddle me this, my friend. What happens when a genius, a paradox, and a zombie are gathered under one roof?
Coming soon to ABC.
This sounds like a setup for a knock-knock joke, definitely.
Yeah. He asks Pugsley. Pugsley displays a thinking look as he really thinks into it, trying to come up with an answer.
Into it.
Are you sure that's a riddle? It sounds more like a question.
Sounding clearly confused.
Now, it's actually, it's a joke, but if I phrase it as a riddle, it's okay if it's not funny at all.
Edward just closes his eyes with a sigh of annoyance, shaking his head.
That's because it is, Pugsley. It is what you would refer to as a rhetorical question. Translation, it means you do not actually answer it, you high-voltage dodo. High-voltage dodo.
That's a pretty good insult. I like that. That's pretty devastating. If somebody called me that, I'd start crying and pissing myself right there.
Pugsley blinked. Then he grinned, unbothered.
Got it. So it's like when my mom asked me why I thought jumping into a vat of molten iron would be a good idea. You know, just to see if I'd come out the other side as an iron statue.
Edward's eyelid twitched, somewhat disturbed by the sincerity of his so-called friend's claim, and not wanting to conclude if it's fantasy of the mind or reality that has come to pass. He turned his gaze back toward the zombie, perhaps finding more sophistication in the shambling corpse than in his companion. Ah, sick burn.
Who knows? Maybe.
Precisely.
He acknowledged. The zombie lurched forward another step, its jaw hanging open as though eager to chime in. Its teeth clicked wetly, and Edward's lips curved in a slow, feral smile.
His teeth clicked wetly.
That's
what
a
does that
pretty
sound
good
like?
I
one.
don't have that on my soundboard.
Whoa,
Just
I can't
imagine the Jets and the Sharks like snapping at each other, but it's in the rain this time. That's what I'm getting.
All right.
Pugsley tilted his head, his grin fading into earnest curiosity.
Okay, but what's the answer then to your riddle? Even though it's not really a riddle.
Edward's eyes gleamed as he raised his cane, pointing it at the zombie like a conductor drawing out the climax of a symphony. His voice dropped, thick with reverence and mania alike.
He raised his cane like a 6-piece chicken meal.
Yeah. This stream is not
Answer,
sponsored
Pugsley.
by Raising Cane's.
The answer, Pugsley. Pugsley.
His grin widened, sharp as a knife.
Ouch. Is oblivion.
That's the answer
Elder Ring.
to what happens when a genius, a paradox, and a zombie are gathered under one roof. That's a lazy answer. I'm
Get
sorry.
it?
That
Yeah.
just, that's
You
The
get
answer is,
Oblivion, right?
Trouble.
It's like
They're not under a roof anyway.
A bad time.
yeah.
You're gonna have a bad time.
Yeah.
Zombie moaned, the sound low and cavernous, as though agreeing with its new meals.
Sure. There was a child that Kitty gave a weird friend to, and it was a long snake with a little cat head on the top. Do you remember what that cat character was? Just like a very round cat head, and she took it away to play for a while, and she came back and she said that it had told her a joke, and it was, what do you call a snake without a body? A dumpling.
Oh,
We're like, oh yeah. I feel like that's the level that Edward Nigma is on. What do you call an oblivion? Get it? Yeah,
sounds
sure.
sure, yeah, I love it. Dumpling is kind of cute though. Like, oh.
It was very cute. A lot cuter coming from her.
Yeah.
Ed.
Okay, Nevermore Courtyard. The courtyard stones rang
Marion.
beneath. Yeah. The courtyard stones rang beneath Wednesday's boots as she strode forward, black skirts whispering with each step. Behind her, Enid hurried, her voice chasing after her like a persistent echo.
Oh, Enid.
Oh,
Who's Enid?
It's Kitty.
didn't think this was gonna be in the fic. Why do you have to ruin everything for the rest of us?
Enid's words cracked, not with malice, but frustration the kind only a friend could wield. Wednesday didn't answer. Her silence was her weapon, her shield, her curse.
Okay.
My lack of communication is my curse to bear. It's it's just and it protects me from everyone. Enid quickened her pace, finally catching her. She reached out, desperate, her hand landing on Wednesday's shoulder. The effect was immediate. Wednesday's head snapped up toward the sky as if pulled by invisible strings. Her pupils vanished, swallowed by a storm as her eyes rolled back. A slow, thick stream of inky black tears traced her cheeks, staining the pale marble of her face. Seems a little bit like an overreaction, but okay.
Yeah.
Her
We finally
vision
get a
dragged
prophetic
her.
vision. Okay.
Yeah, her vision dragged her somewhere else. Now, yeah, good. I'm glad we
Yeah.
got that there. A graveyard unfolded, blanketed in fog, tombstones jutting like broken teeth from the earth. 1,000 crows swarmed above, their cries shrill and unending, a dirge that clawed into her ears. And there she was, standing in the graveyard, alone. One crow descended. Its feathers were ragged, half its face burned away, one eye milky and dead. In its beak it carried a single white rose. Perching atop a gravestone, it dropped the flower. The rose shattered
seal.
upon impact. Huh?
Q seal grows on the grave. Yeah.
Oh, that's, yep,
Yeah.
yep. The rose shattered upon impact, splintering like glass across the soil. Wednesday's gaze fell to the headstone. The letters carved deep into the stone bled through the fog until they spelled it clearly. Enid Sinclair. A whisper rose in the mist, thin, faint, then growing louder, echoing like a chant. This is Enid now.
Presumably, this is Enid whispering.
Whispering.
I died. It's all you. It's all your fault.
Wednesday stumbled back, her boots scraping the earth. Fog parted, and she froze. Enid emerged, or something wearing Enid's face. Her hair matted with gore, half her face shredded, blood running in black rivulets down her skin. Her eyes burned with rage, with accusation.
I died because of you.
Her hand snapped around Wednesday's throat, ice cold and unyielding, fingers digging in. Wednesday clawed back, nails dragging at phantom flesh until, suddenly, Enid was gone, vanished into the fog. Gasping, Wednesday turned in place, searching, her body trembling from the weight of the vision. A sound slithered through the mist behind her.
Task.
God, why is he here too?
I know, right?
Go and you just eat him.
From the haze emerged a sharp, stylized silhouette. The Riddler stood there, cloaked in confidence. A bright green suit jacket with wide lapels clung to his tall frame, the crisp white shirt beneath marred only by the bold purple question mark scrawled across his chest. A black collar hinted at a hidden tie, though it was left teasingly ambiguous. His head was crowned by a matching green bowler hat, a pale gray band circling it like a halo of mockery.
I'm hung up on teasingly ambiguous for a hidden tie. That's pretty incredible. He sensually hid his tie.
Is that like when people tuck it into their shirt? Or,
I have no idea.
Over his eyes rested a sleek purple domino mask, framing narrowed irises that gleamed with private delight. His smirk, sly, self-satisfied, and dangerous, curved upward, as though he had solved a riddle no one else could. One hand balanced a golden question mark cane, its polished hook glinting with menace.
Let's be honest.
Edward drawled, his voice velvet dipped in acid. What does that sound like?
I'll
Do
try.
that, Tracy.
I'll do my best. You should have accepted my help when you had the chance.
So just normal Ben Shapiro, got it.
That didn't have quite enough velvet. It had too much acid. You might want to, rebalance those.
Sorry. We can, if we have too much acid, how do you cut that?
You
Baking
don't. You just have to
soda?
let the trip You have to let the trip go. Oh, a different kind of acid. Never mind.
You could use a basic compound. That probably would help.
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe some milk or some
Milk, yeah.
baking soda.
No one has accused the Riddler yet of being too basic, so that's, yeah. Wednesday's fists clenched at her sides, though the fog felt like it dragged against her limbs, heavy and uncooperative. He leaned lightly on the cane, tilting his head with exaggerated disappointment.
But instead, you insist on clinging to yourself. How predictable. Shall I put it another way?
Oh, please.
No.
Should I put it as a riddle, maybe? Do you want to hear a riddle? Is what I'm trying to ask.
Do we have a choice? I feel like we don't have a choice.
Wait, you should put...
This fic is so close to the bottom.
Yeah.
I keep thinking it's going to be over soon, and it's never over.
You should put the Riddler back on screen, at least for his one final riddle here that we're going to have coming up here. His smirk widened into a grin too sharp to be kind. He stepped closer, the fog folding around him like he commanded it. His voice turned sing-song, each word sharpened into a knife.
I'm the habit you trust when all else seems lost. Yet clinging too tightly exacts a high cost. I promise you strength, though I hollow you most. What am I? When relying on me leaves you losing what matters most.
You can't rhyme most with most.
Yeah, what the hell, you
Yeah,
cheater?
like,
Asshole.
yeah, I can.
His question mark cane tapped once against the gravestone that still bore Enid's name, the sound echoing like a gavel strike.
Wait, she's still in her vision?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, what?
So in interactive vision.
So he hasn't really shown up as the Riddler.
Okay.
In the future, sort of, I guess he has, in this vision version. Wednesday opened her mouth to answer, but the graveyard collapsed. The crows scattered in a scream, the fog swallowed itself whole, and the world split like shattered glass.
Yeah, more or less.
It's pretty good. On the stone courtyard, Wednesday's body lay motionless. Her eyes rolled back into her skull, black tears still streaking her pale face. Then she gasped, a ragged tearing sound as her chest twitched upward. Her body convulsed violently, a seizure gripping her like an unseen predator. Her hands clawed at the air before falling limp against the ground.
Wednesday.
Enid's voice cracked in panic, her hands hovering helplessly over her friend, not knowing what to hold, what to fix. Her claws twitched out on instinct, but she pulled them back, terrified of hurting her more.
Please, please, wake up.
And off to the side, Qatar is going, Aang! Aang!
Why an
You mean
Avatar
Ong.
joke?
You mean Ong.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
That's the
yeah,
thing,
yeah.
From the
yeah.
movie.
Yeah, because in the movie,
From the
he goes into
movie.
the Avatar state, and she's just kind of standing there.
Yelling Ong. And she's yelling Ong because they got the names wrong in the movie.
Yeah, wow. Okay.
You haven't seen it? Okay, yeah.
I
It's-
did try watching it once, and I gave up. I didn't get through
Watch
the
it
whole
with
thing,
the quip
so
track.
I
Yeah,
should do
it's
that.
awesome.
That'll make it tolerable.
I relish your experience, Misha.
The courtyard's noise seemed to fade into silence until the sharp click of heels cut through. Morticia swept into view, her gown trailing like spilled ink. Her face, pale, controlled, but stricken, softened as she dropped to her knees beside her daughter. One hand cradled Wednesday's trembling face, the other smoothing back strands of raven dark hair.
My
Sorry,
little storm.
now I'm remembering scenes from our Quip track. Happy 4th of July.
We're so close to the end.
I'm sorry.
Can you read
mute
that
myself.
again, Kitty?
My little storm.
She whispered, anguish bleeding through the calm mask. Can you
Stay
hear
with
it?
me or go. You can go right now. Just go and it can all be over if you just go.
Enid's eyes brimmed as she knelt beside them, clutching Wednesday's hand with both of her own. And Wednesday's body shook once more, breath hitching in pain, the vision's shadows still clinging to her.
The end.
Yes.
Author's note. Now, for those of you who are wondering what
No.
I got planned next,
Nope.
I'd like to give you a few teasers and a few hints that I already put into this chapter that set up the next and potentially
No.
the rest of the story.
Please, no. Stop.
First of all, for those of you that haven't figured it out already, since I kind of made it so obvious, is that, yes, I will start focusing more on a slow burn romance between Edward and Wednesday as they work
40 years
together.
old.
Gross. You're bad for this.
Sorry.
Stop.
Which brings me to the second thing, is that after watching the first half of this season, I'm kind of intrigued that her vision triggered a self-fulfilling prophecy that made things go from bad to worse, and how? And how?
What?
Because she relentlessly refuses letting others in, maybe your downfall, and how maybe her vision of the Riddler is actually an answer that may have prevented Enid's supposed death. And how she must have refused his help originally, and maybe by consulting with him, it'll change Enid's fate.
You're not even making sense. You're not even making any goddamn sense at this point. Stop fucking doing it.
Again, feel free to leave comments or questions or suggestions. I welcome at all.
Delete.
I can't really stop you.
All right.
We haven't seen an update to this since my birthday, August 20th. He gave us this.
No one knows
for
where I
my
was
birthday.
that day. Except the author, who's no longer able to tell you.
But in
Only that.
October, he started a Tron and Cobra Kai crossover story that currently has 3 chapters.
What comics will he merge next? But that was the end of Riddle on Wednesday
Yay.
by Comics Merger 78.
What a masterpiece. Oh, I love that this comic exists.
Yeah.
It's quite, like the descriptions are on point. There's a lot of descriptive imagery here. It's nice.
Yeah, yeah.
I know.
Yeah, there's lots of
It's-
sharp blade imagery.
It's short enough of good that I think makes it really funny.
Yeah.
The funny amount of short of good. That's my. I'll leave that in a comment.
Yeah. Riddle them that, why don't you?